Hello kids. Today I'll tell you the story of a boy who is not only good in studies but also in manners. His name is Abdul Rehman. But before I begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone who, no matter how hard life gets, never stops being kind, respectful, and determined? Well, get ready, because this is not just a story, it's a journey of courage, goodness, and the strength of a child's heart. Let's begin. Abdul Rehman was just 10 years old, but he was different from most kids his age. He didn't wear the fanciest clothes, and he didn't carry the latest gadgets. What made him truly special was something far more valuable: his heart full of respect, his kindness to everyone, and his deep love for learning. He lived in a small village where schools weren't grand, and sometimes even electricity would go out for hours. But Abdul Rehman never let anything come in the way of his dreams. Every morning, before the sun rose, he would wake up, help his mother fetch water from the well, feed the chickens, and sweep the little front yard. Only then would he open his worn-out books and start reading under the tree in front of his house. In class, Abdul Rehman was always the first to arrive and the last to leave. He would help his classmates understand difficult lessons, and he always treated his teachers with such respect that even the strictest ones couldn't help but smile when they saw him. But life wasn't always easy. His father, who worked as a laborer in the nearby city, had an accident and could no longer send money home. The family began to struggle. Some nights, there was barely enough food for everyone. His mother would pretend she had eaten so Abdul Rehman and his younger sister could have a little more. One day, Abdul Rehman's teacher, Mr. Akram, noticed that he looked weak and tired. He called him aside and asked, "Is everything all right at home, Beta?" Abdul Rehman hesitated but then quietly replied, "Yes, sir. Just a little tough these days. But I'll be okay. I want to become someone who can make things better for my family, for my village." That evening, Mr. Akram visited Abdul Rehman's home. Seeing their condition, he was moved. The very next day, he spoke to the principal and arranged for Abdul Rehman to receive a scholarship, free books, meals at school, and even a small monthly allowance to help the family. But the teacher didn't stop there. He also began mentoring Abdul Rehman personally. With support and guidance, Abdul Rehman began to shine even more. He started winning quiz competitions, writing beautiful essays, and even helping younger students after school. But still, he never became proud or rude. Even when some classmates teased him for his simple clothes or worn-out shoes, he would only smile and say, "It's not about what you wear. It's about how you behave." But one day, a new challenge appeared. A boy named Hamza transferred to Abdul Rehman's school. Hamza was from the city, wore expensive clothes, had a shiny new backpack, and often mocked others for being poor or slow in class. He made fun of Abdul Rehman during recess, calling him "village genius" in a mocking tone. Most kids would have gotten angry or fought back. But Abdul Rehman stayed calm. He would still smile and say, "We're all learning. It's okay to be different." One afternoon, Hamza forgot his lunch at home. He looked hungry and embarrassed. Nobody offered to help, except Abdul Rehman. Without a word, he walked up to Hamza, opened his small lunch box, and said, "Would you like to share mine?" Hamza looked shocked. The same boy he had teased was now offering him food. Slowly, Hamza nodded and sat down. That small act of kindness changed everything. From that day, Hamza became quieter, more respectful. Over time, he even apologized and said, "I was wrong about you, Abdul Rehman. You're the best kind of person." Years passed. Abdul Rehman continued his studies with full dedication. He went on to win a national scholarship and moved to the city for higher education. But he never forgot where he came from. When he returned to his village as a young man, he didn't come alone. He brought books, computers, school supplies, and a dream. He built a small learning center for village kids who couldn't afford tuitions. He became a mentor, a leader, and an inspiration for everyone. One of the villagers once asked him, "What made you different, Abdul Rehman? How did you achieve all this?" He smiled gently and said, "It was never just about books. It was about respecting my parents, helping my classmates, being kind to everyone, and never giving up, no matter how hard life got." So, dear kids, Abdul Rehman's story is not just about being good in studies. It's about the power of good manners, of staying humble, and of rising through kindness. Maybe you don't have the fanciest things. Maybe you face challenges too. But if you stay honest, if you stay respectful, if you keep trying and keep believing, just like Abdul Rehman, you too can become someone great. And remember, real success is not just about what you become. It's about how you treat others on your way there. If you liked Abdul Rehman's story, give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. And never forget, being good in studies is great, but being good in